Hello friends, it's Candence and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be watching me tattoo this potion bottle lines and some ribbons. Now in the video, this is like one of the first video, I think this is the second tattoo that I ever have tried to film like in this manner with this nice camera. So bear with me if you have any critique at all, stuff that you'd like to see during the tattoo process, definitely comment down below. So you'll see that I skipped filming the butterflies, like the black part of the butterflies. Why am I saying it so weird? I skipped filming the dark parts of the butterflies, the black outline. What? Why is it so hard? I finished that on another camera angle, so I'm just putting that footage in the white highlights because I feel like you can't really see much from the far away angle. I might overlay this, I might go in between with the far away angle a few times, but I feel like I decided people might not really care to see that much. Like, it's cool to see myself tattooing, but who wants to see me just like, you know what I mean? So, but let me know what you think. Like, do you appreciate those perspectives, or would you like to just see a little bit more of the full tattoo process? Do you mind if some of the tattoo process is like broken up? Also, even like this video is just the line work. There's gonna be a few videos, it looks like, where it's like the talk through version of this, but that way I can like give each like section its own time without speeding it up too much, and that way the videos aren't like 40 minutes long. But let me know what you think. Let me know at all. Don't forget to like, comment, anything, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Anyway, let's get on into this. Okay, so if you can see, I drew on the ribbons. So how I did the stencil was, basically, she has her arm tattoos already. I did her like shoulder cap and the drapey beads that you might be able to see in the smaller video whenever that pops up. But so I did those drapey beads on her and the like sunflower, and then there's a sun and moon. Maybe I can add a picture if I remember during editing. And basically she wanted, oh, I got something on my jacket. She wanted something that would flow down her arm. So whatever she already has, she felt slightly, maybe not fully, I don't know. She felt that maybe her smaller tattoos were a little bit disjointed with her bigger tattoo. That wasn't like the main goal to like mesh them together, but basically she wanted to take her existing tattoos and create like a bigger, more flowing piece with it, to not make it one whole piece, but just to make the arm as a whole make sense, if that makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, excuse me, I burped. That was disgusting. Anyway, so what I did was I suggested a potion bottle. She was like, she didn't have an idea, so I was like, how about a potion bottle? Because I always love doing a potion bottle. I feel like they're so pretty. I love the shines. I love anything shiny. And then I think she suggested the butterflies. I think she asked for butterflies as like part of it. I think she said that after I suggested the potion bottle. I don't remember the messages. But so what I did was I just did a stencil for the potion bottle. I drew it up, drew just the potion bottle, and I did the ribbon and the bows coming off because I knew that I wanted the bows to be like flipping and flowing. But the ribbons that are around that, you can tell that I drew it on. In the background, you can see me drawing it in that like smaller footage. Maybe I can make it bigger. Right now it's edited to not be bigger. Let me know if you'd ever like to see like a more in-depth of the drawing process, but it's hard because sometimes I have her stand, sometimes I have her close. I don't really know what I'm doing. So like, I don't know how to set up the camera for that to get like really good detail on it. It's a little chaotic because I'm like so sketchy. But I wanted those ribbons to flow down her arm into the shape that she was wanting. So I just used, usually whenever I draw things on, I do a light color, a medium color, and then my dark color is like that violet like skin marking marker. So you'll see in the background whenever it comes up, but you can see from what is visible on the screen that we got the yellow lines that was my first sketch. You can see the yellow line kind of swoop under the butterfly if you kind of see that it's going a different way. Because I was playing around with it, and that's when I ask the client, like, how do you feel about this? Would you prefer the ribbon moved one way or another? And then we adjust, and then I can wipe it off completely if they hate it, start with a new sketch. If they're down, then I refine it more with the next darkest one, because I'm really sketchy. So then, you know, I do the next darkest one. It's a little bit more refined. It's still sketchy. I don't really like the Sharpie because it's a little bit thick. So I really like that fine, final line of the skin marker, which is sometimes hard to use, but they're like 50 cents for a disposable single-use marker. So I use it. And I don't know if you know this about tattoos. I said this in another video. I think I said it the same way. Oh, I don't want to show my foot. But yeah, I don't know if you know this about tattoos, but usually you're supposed to start like at the bottom and work your way up. And the goal is to keep your stencil from fading. So I don't know what the heck I was thinking here, because I did not start with the ribbon. Usually anything drawn on is more likely to fade than a proper stenciling with like whatever stencil transfer solution you use. The cream that the tattoo artist uses, stencil. Pew, pew, pew. Basically, I placed the butterflies, and then those stencils, the loops, the original loops, those are all good. They're not really going to fade unless I use soap. Like, then it'll start fading. But I usually just pat it dry at this stage. So I was like, I think I wanted the hard edge of the potion bottle line. So I went in, I feel like I'm not making any sense. Basically, the Sharpie line, that drawn on line, is more likely to fade because it doesn't have that solution to keep it on. So I started with the potion bottle because I wanted that solid line that I could come off with the thinner line. I always tattoo it, usually I'll tattoo like thicker lines to thinner lines instead of like bottom to top, and I'll pat my lines. And if I'm starting to lose my stencil, I'll obviously be concerned about that and I'll adjust my technique, but my preference is to do bigger lines to thinner lines. It just makes sense in my brain. I don't really know how to explain it. So like this one, I took the risk of the stencil fading, because even patting with a Sharpie and another marker, definitely comment down below if you have any like ideas for good markers that you use that stay really well. I find like what I use works fine for me. Like if I'm just patting and using a lot of ointment, I don't usually wipe it off, like unless there's like a ton of detail, but usually the mark stays long enough that I'm pretty good with it. Depends how much detail there is, I guess. Something like this was pretty easy to draw on, and it was easy to make it fit her arm a lot better. Double check on her, make sure she likes how it's landing instead of like, well, my stencil's stuck, like it lays however it lays. Sometimes curving around is difficult. So, yeah, I don't know why I waited, but the stencil wasn't fading that much. I got my like bottom part of the potion bottle lines done, and then I was like, I noticed them starting to light up a little bit, the drawn on parts, and so I was like, okay, let me just hop right in, let me finish up those lines, and then I'll finish the potion bottle. But I got all my edges that I wanted, I think, and the butterflies were more permanent stencil, so I wasn't too worried about like where the lines met up there, because it's a black edge anyway. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just rambling, but that's just my personality, guys. I'm a rambler. But let me see if I remember. I think for this one, for the potion bottle, like the thicker outlines, that's a Bug Pen 9 round liner, if I remember correctly. So it's still pretty fine, like dainty. Most of her tattoos, I wouldn't say they were very bold lines. The one I did on her shoulder, I kept it pretty fine line too. I think I probably kept it at maybe a Bug Pen 9. I was trying to go for like the same thing to make her sleeve a little bit more cohesive, like with itself. Like obviously my style is matching my style. I liked that we had the ribbon and the hand at the top part of her tattoo. I didn't do that hand, but that has a ribbon too. They're a little bit different ribbons, you know, but then all together I feel like it flows and it goes really nicely, and it's kind of like common trends going down the arm kind of thing. I don't know, that's how it made sense for me. And then we also liked like where the butterfly is in the ditch of the arm. I thought that was pretty cute. Like, she wanted it angled that way, but I thought it was pretty cute, like how it's like flying and it's corners. It's sort of like a small tattoo near her like smaller tattoos. So we really both felt like, and I think her friend too who was there, the girl who got the roasted marshmallow tattoo. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'll try to remember to put it in the iCards. I probably won't remember. But we liked how it sort of bridged the gap between the smaller tattoo she had, and then the butterfly was kind of like a small tattoo, but then that was part of the bigger tattoo and layered under the potion bottle. So I'm really happy with the success we had in like drawing on the ribbons. We kept it pretty simple. We were talking about maybe flowers, maybe foliage. I feel like the butterflies add a really nice, cute, pretty touch. I really love the ribbons. I like leaving that bright highlight. I think that's super nice. You'll see that in the next video with this one where I do the shading. And I'm also going to post a full-length video. Let me know in the comments if you guys like watching the full-length video, or you can comment in the full-length video if you watch it that you love it. Definitely do that, because I'm not doing a voiceover in those videos. So definitely skip the full-length videos if you want to hear someone talking. But I figure sometimes people just want to see the real-time tattoo, because this is definitely a little bit sped up. But yeah, I think we're getting towards the end. Let me see if I did anything. Oh yeah, the bug pin 9-round liner for the potion bottle, the boulder lines. And then I went down a little bit smaller and did a bug pin 5-round liner for the ribbon lines. And I always keep it light, sketchy, for things that I want it to be a bolder outline, things that are a little bit bigger like this. I won't be afraid to turn the machine up a little bit more. Sometimes smaller things, I'll turn the machine down a little bit more. Everyone uses their machine a little bit differently. For thicker lines, I tend to have my machine pretty high up. But yeah, I think we're getting towards the end of the lines. Definitely let me know what you think. I'm sorry I don't have like the proper up close line work of the butterflies. Man, are we even close to the end of the lines? I think we are. Yeah. Oh, and then some of the details I think I did with a 3-round liner, but I mostly did. Did I do the shading with a 3-round liner? I might have done the shading with the 5-round liner. I'm just brainstorming. Yeah, I think I did the shading with the 5-round liner. I don't think I did smaller. But yeah, so that's it for the lines. Let me know what you think, like I said, in the comments down below. Even if it's a critique, just make sure constructive criticism only. Please be respectful to my clients. I don't know what. I just want to protect them. I would feel horrible if someone felt the need to leave a bad comment or like whatever. Anyway, I'm so awkward. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me friggin' pause this. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And let me know what you'd like to see in the next one. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, check out my website, all linked down below at chromaticsauce.com. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love ya. See you in the next one. Bye!